Hi, welcome to episode 98. You know, I look down and I look at it, and then I still don't say it right. Episode 98 of the Cat Lady podcast. My name is Andrea, also known as the Cat Lady. That's 2 T's, C-A-T-T. It stands for Craft All the Things. It is Friday, May 10th, 2019. So welcome. If you are new, thank you for coming to check me out. If you like what you see, please click that like button, subscribe, share. Anything you can. Share with your friends if you have any friends that like knitting podcasts. If you are returning, of course, thank you for returning and checking me out again. Almost 100 episodes, 4 years in, so it's pretty good. You can find me all over the interwebs as the Cat Lady, and I have a Facebook group, a Ravelry group, and you can find me on YouTube at Crafty Cat Lady, and my email is craftycatlady@gmail.com. If you ever have any questions, usually my Ravelry is pretty up to date on all my projects, but if there's any other questions or other things, feel free to comment below, or you can send me an email, whatever you like. Into podcast news, we have a knit-along going on. It's a sweater knit-along. Me and the Reluctant Sisters podcast is hosting a sweater knit-along until the end of the year, roughly, like end of November, basically the end of festival season. So this is the Fiberfest sweater knit-along. You don't have to go to a Fiberfest to participate, but if you're making a sweater for a Fiber Festival, you can enter it into my Ravelry group as well as the Reluctant Sisters Ravelry group and enter in to win some prizes. We have some yarn. I'm going to pick up something at Rhinebeck probably and go from there. You can enter in 2 adult-size sweaters, and a third entry can be added if you have a picture of yourself wearing it at a Fiber Festival. But again, you don't have to attend a Fiber Festival, so if you just make 2 adult sweaters, you can enter each one separately for 2 entries. And again, you can enter it in my group and the Reluctant Sisters. You need to be members of our Ravelry group, which is easy. Just click join. And if you want to post on Instagram, if I have enough Instagram entries, like I did for my last one, I gave away a patterned credit. If I have enough entries with that Instagram hashtag, I will draw for that as well. The hashtag is CatLadySweaterCal, so that's CATTLADYSWEATERKAL. So CatLadySweaterCal. Not a ton of knitting today, but I do have something that I need to talk about. So for the past, like, what? 4 or 5 months, I don't know when I started it, I decided I was going to design a cowl. And of course, you know, I have things in mind. I tried to do measurements and, you know, translate that to a pattern, and it was a big fail. So, and I should have known better. I really should have. Pretty much practically from the beginning, I just wasn't feeling right, you know? Like I wasn't confident that it was going to turn out. And I've mentioned this episode after episode that, you know, what if I hate it? What if I hate it? You know, I should have known that. I feel like that was some sort of instinct saying, you know, just stop and start over. But, you know, I never was going to know until I know. So I blocked it yesterday. Or I pulled it off the blocking mats today. And it's still just, it's too thin. Like, it's too narrow. You know, if I was going to make it was a long cowl. It's a little too long and too narrow. So first of all, it's just too thin, which can be fixed. Obviously, I have to start over. But the edges are too curly. Now I did a small number of garter stitch border. I don't like a thick border, but this probably is too thin. So I would probably need to double the border on each side to keep it from rolling. And it needs to be wider. So, I mean, I was kind of hoping for it. I think it measured about 7 inches. It really needs another 2 inches, but I ran out of yarn. And I want it to be a one-skein project, so don't get me wrong. And it's pretty long, which is fine. You know, it could wrap about 3 times. I think it was, yeah, let's see. So if I wrap it, 1, 2, yeah, I mean, it would be wrapped 3 times. I mean, it's fine, sort of, but it's just like wrapping a tube around your neck at this point, which is not what I was going for. And it bothers me too much. The curling bothers me, the thinness bothers me. You can't even see any of the pattern out of it, basically, at that point. So it needs to be frogged. And you know what, I feel like, I don't know, I instantly have a sense of relief that it's done. I don't have to worry about it. I can start over. And I may not even go back to it. I don't know yet. I had in mind to make a long version and a short version. Maybe I will start with a short version this time. I was going to use a different yarn. I do want to use this yarn for the longer version. I don't know why, I just do. Probably because I want to try to use up the yarn. So maybe I'll find some stash, like ideally maybe like 50, 60 grams if I have a stash of some half used, already used yarn. I make a smaller version and then frog this and try I should have done that first. I should have done the shorter one first because then I could gauge, okay, all right, this is my knitting gauge, this is the length it is, you know, and gone from there. So, and it would have been easier to frog if it was too big, which, you know, that's, yeah, I made a lot of mistakes, which of course is only my second pattern I've tried to write up, so of course I'm going to make mistakes. And the first pattern was an asymmetrical shawl that kind of hard to screw those up because gauge doesn't particularly matter, and you just go and it just grows as it goes, and you know, the bigger the better. As with a cowl, not quite. You have to have that right, perfect sweet spot of length for long to wrap it, or for short, it can't be, you know, too long. It's gotta. So yeah. So lessons learned. So I will take that. I'll take the positive spin on that. So yeah, I just wanted to show off what I had before I frogged it. But yeah, this will be getting frogged. So anyways, sorry, my phone's going off. Onward. So that's all I did for knitting. I worked my butt off to try to finish that, and yeah, back to the drawing board. Whips, I still have my knee-high socks, so I'll probably pull those out and make that my lazy knitting now. So I was kind of like just threw that on the back burner for the cowl, but back to the socks. Spinning, I finished my spinning. So I was working on the Into the World odds and ends, and I have 2 left. And I think these are I know this one is the one. I think this is the other one. So this is one. Blues, light blues, and there it goes. And I think this was the other one. No, it was pretty similar, but like lots of pinks and greens. So these are done, and I washed them all and hung them on the dry, so they are all completely done. So here is my big bag of odds and ends, and this is my second bag of odds and ends. I have no idea what I'm doing with them. I, again, thought, you know, maybe I should come up with some sort of pattern to use them in, or I'll find something. So, but all these little minis, I'm not sure what to do with them. But they were really fun to make, so. Add it with the rest of my hand spun that I still need to knit. So yeah, I need to get a new project up. I know I keep saying that, but I really do need to get another spinning project going. So that's it for the fiber craft. So on to Cricut stuff. I've been busy with Cricut things, and a lot of them I don't have with me anymore, so I will show pictures. So first off, it was Emily's birthday this week, which I'll talk about later. But I made her another exploding box. This is a different kind of exploding box. If you recall I don't know if it was the last episode, this was the exploding box for my mom, which I added, I guess I'll share that I added this flower to the top. It's supposed to be a peony, I think, and I assembled it wrong. It's still pretty, but those 2 bottom layers were supposed to go on top here. So these 2 little layers down here are supposed to be on top of the bigger petals here. But you know, no one's going to notice. It still looks alright. So I made one for that box and one for this box. And again, same thing, I assembled it wrong. Oopsie. Come on. So there's that. But this is the box, and I had a little present in there, and I don't think she has anything in here. I don't think there's anything. So I had a present in here for her birthday, but you take it and it opens up. So she was pretty excited about it. She liked it. Not the easiest thing to assemble. Obviously cutting off pieces on the Cricut was easy, but the end, this part was easy to assemble. This part was a pain. The lid was a pain, but it, you know, and it's not like perfectly circle, but you know, it was for Emily. A was for Emily, so it's not like a professionally or anything. And you know, it looks super cute anyways. But hand assembling, like hand making like a circle, it's just not the easiest. So, yeah, I am very happy how it turned out. She was pretty happy with it. Didn't quite explode the way it should have with the kind of the gifts in it. And I think maybe just the more you open and close it, the more exploding it becomes. So now it kind of explodes better, but it didn't quite have the effect. It kind of just like went like this and stopped. And then eventually it kind of folded open, but it was fun. So that was that. These boxes are super fun to make though. And David wants one, so I might have to make one for his birthday. Let's see there. Okay. And then I made a Mother's Day card for Jim's mom. We aren't going to see them this weekend. So we saw them last weekend. So we thought, oh, we'll bring a card. My battery's already low. Hopefully my camera doesn't stop working. But I'll put in a picture of it because we already gave it to her. So I handmade it on the Cricut again. I'm just having fun with the Cricut, so we did that. And also made teacher appreciation gifts, which again I already gave out, but I made a tote bag. And you saw the mason jar with the paper flowers in the canvas frame. I will put another picture of that in anyways, just in case you forgot what that one was. So I had the tote bag, the canvas, and I made another flower and had a little Panera gift card on there. And I wrapped those up and gave them to the teachers yesterday. So I'll put pictures of those. But those kept me busy this week. Work in progress. I cut the vinyl for it, but I'm making headbands for our Girls on the Run team, just like cotton headbands. They're dark green, which is our school colors. Our school colors are dark green and white. And our mascot is dragon. So I made these, and I don't know if I need something dark to hold up against it. Here we go. That's not dark. I guess just my hand. Yeah, that seems to work. But anyway, this says run like a dragon, so that's going to go on the headband. Hopefully that focuses a little bit. Maybe. So, but I got the little dragon head and tail in there, and that'll go on a dark green headband. So I cut out the 20 of them I need. And those are ready to go, so that's work in progress. And then a Father's Day card for my dad. I saw this cute little design that had like a campfire and stuff on it. It was cute. So I wanted to make that. So, but I have time for that. So that's all for Cricut stuff. I have an other project, and I showed this off in Stash last time we chatted. And it is a giant cross stitch. So I finished the first word that says eat. And this is super fun. It's just so mindless, and you know, it's huge, so it's easier than regular cross stitch, and it's quick, you know. I did this all last night, just the eat. So pretty much, you know, it took me like an hour or so to do 3 letters. And yeah, it makes me want to get another cross stitch out, but this one's so simple and mindless. I love the giant aspect of the giant cross stitch. I don't know, it's just kind of fun. So it says eat, drink, laugh. So I got the eat done. Yeah, so I'll probably have this done to show off next time I record. And that was like a clearance thing at Joann's I picked up. So on to Stash. So if you follow me on Instagram, I teased everybody a little bit on my Stash update. So I am part of this Reddit Gifts swap that I do every year. It's the yarn swap. So if you know what Reddit is, it's, you know, a news kind of story site. I don't know how to describe it. User generated stories and whatever. But they have a Reddit Gifts spinoff that they do a bunch of gift exchanges. So you sign up and you get assigned somebody and then somebody else gets assigned to you. So it's like you're not swapping with someone individually. But you put in all your preferences and the things you like, and I said I liked fingering weight yarn, and I liked wool, and I liked, you know, indie dyed, and stash was fine, and all these things, and it's like they say it's, you know, $20 is the average, you know, price you should spend. So of course, you know, I try to make it budget friendly, and of course we know indie yarns are usually not $20, usually more. So that's totally fine still. So stash was fine, and, you know, again, I was, whatever. I tried to be very thorough with my preferences. So I will put in a picture of what I received. Oh, and I've said I like jewel tones and dark colors and bright colors and whatever. So this is some strange, and this literally just came shoved in an envelope, like drop shipped from eBay. So I have no idea who sent it. I know the username now because when I commented on when I posted it in the pictures, you're supposed to post what you get. I'm like, I wish I would have known. I wish I knew more information. And she chimed in and said, well, it's supposed to be lace weight 996 yards. Well, it is not. It's like 400-ish yards of probably heavy fingering. I still haven't done like a wrap test on it, but it looked worsted the first time you popped it out because it's very springy. So when I wound it onto the skein or nitty knotty, I counted about 400 and something yards. But that stretched it out, and as soon as you, so I wound on a 70-inch nitty knotty. It's a homemade one, so it's not 72 inches, it's 70 inches. But then when you take it off the nitty knotty, it shrunk down to like about 60 inches, like it's that springy. So it's about 400 yards in its springy, non-stretched form. Maybe sport. Maybe it's like a sport. So anyways, it's like weird red, white, and blue, but not white. It's like a greenish cream. It just was so strange. That's all I could say. I was just so confused. Like, this is just like not anything that the person didn't even really try. Like, they pulled it was late, number one, which I was late too, but I made sure to email my person saying I'm running behind, I have things in mind, so bear with me, I apologize. No, not a word. It was late, and they pulled my information the last time because it tells you the last time the person pulls your information. They pulled it like, so say the package was due like the 15th, they pulled it like the 26th or something, or it was something ridiculous. So they literally like pulled my information again, like super last minute, and obviously just hopped on eBay and said, okay, send something random. And didn't even pick anything out. Just like they were supposed to send lace weight. I'm not sure what color. I don't know what they sent. Like they had no idea what they ordered. So I mean, come on. It seemed kind of lame. I mean, I took my time, I picked out things, I wrote a note card with all the things, I made a pom-pom, you know, it's like I tried, and you know, the person seemed happy. Of course, no one's gonna say anything mean in the gallery when they post their thing, but, yeah. So, anyways, without further ado, I decided to over-dye it, which, you know, I've dyed things here and there, but I'm by no means an expert dyer. I got some opinions from some people online, and I adore it. It came out amazing. So this is my new yarn. It is now a total purpley. There's like little bits of burgundy in there. And it's like got some bluish tones in it, but mostly just burgundies and purples. And it is amazing. I mean, you tell me that's not amazing. So I have a greener shades dye kit. I mean, seriously, I wish you could see like just the variations of the burgundy and the bluish purples and the purples. It's beautiful. It's beautiful now. Wasn't quite beautiful before. I mean, some people said they would knit with it, and I'm sure I could have came up with something, but I don't think I ever would have been 100% happy with it. If I knit something, I would probably go in my drawer and I would never wear it again. So this I will be proud of. I will be happy to wear. I'm excited. I'm excited to find a project for this. But anyways, I have a greener shades dye kit, and it's literally a sample kit. So there's like, you know, just a very limited amount of every single color of their little collection. And then I have this PDF that has a bunch of color mixtures. So I aimed for like a bluish purple to over dye. It was more of the more of a purple. So it was half, 50% river blue, 50% purple, amethyst purple or something. So it was a blue and purple combined dyed stock. And then I stuck it on the stove in a big pan and yeah, let it sit in there. And it exhausted the dye wonderfully. Everything about this just came out so good. So I was very excited. I was very impressed with how that turned out. So very excited to share. That's why I had to do the teaser on Instagram because I didn't want to give it away because it's just, maybe I'll have to take some better pictures. There is a bug flying in here. It looks like a wasp. Oh, anyways. Oh, there's a wasp in here. Great. Happy spring. I hate wasps, so I'm going to try not to stare at it while I finish up here. We're almost done. So, in other stash, we have, and I shouldn't have bought this. I really shouldn't have bought this, but it was $1. These were at the dollar store. And for some reason, I really like these, but I know they're not fashionable at all anymore. And not that they ever really were. They kind of had their thing for like 2 seconds. But it's this ruffle yarn. So it's the Red Heart Boutique Sachet ruffle yarn. I want it in gold and one in red. And I should have bought just 2 in the same color because I did find a pattern that looked kind of cool that was more of a spirally shawl. And it made a big spiral circle and then it had just the ruffles at the end. And so you could wear it as a little shawl and then just had the ruffled end. And it was kind of cool. But it takes 2 balls of yarn. I only have 1 of each. This is the standard pattern that you typically see these made with. And I like them, but again, they're just, it's not the style anymore. So, you know. And then this one has a different pattern on it, which I could try this. I think I have made one of these before. It's really just like a crochet chain. But again, am I ever going to wear that? She looks pretty cool, right? So I don't know, these will probably just go to the Salvation Army or something, Goodwill, at some point. I think I might still have 1 or 2 of these in other colors in my stash somewhere, because again, I went crazy and bought a bunch of these and did a bunch of scarves, and I sold some of them for charity, but again, it's like it had its heyday, and that heyday is gone. But I couldn't resist, so I bought them. And then I got these in the mail from a friend, and they were super cute. So they are these little, there's a pink, a brown, and a gray. There's the colors. I'm going to show one of them off. It says handmade. It's like these little felt, like laser engraved tags that you sew onto your knitting projects. So those were cute. I can't believe there's a wasp in here. Oh, it's on my ceiling. So that was all for stash. So life. So we celebrated Emily's birthday, and she turned 9 on May 7th, which was Tuesday. Can't believe she's already 9. So we took her out to her favorite restaurant, or we carried in. So we had carry in, whatever. Her favorite food, which is Jimmy John's sandwiches. So we had Jimmy John's sandwiches for dinner, and then we went out to Menchie's, which is a self-serve frozen yogurt place. And I have tall ceilings, so I can't like go up and get him anyways. He's up there way too tall for me. But now I'm going to freak out until he's gone. It's gone. I don't know if it's a he or she. So we went to Menchie's and got frozen yogurt for dessert. So super easy birthday. Didn't have to get a cake or anything, even though I do like cake. But we'll get cupcakes probably for David's birthday, or for birthday. We're doing a combo birthday trip. So instead of parties, we're doing a trip to Great Wolf Lodge later next month. We'll probably get cupcakes for them. She got lots of books. She's a huge bookworm, which is great, but she's got like a book buying problem. Like, so she wants to buy the books, but then she doesn't necessarily read the books before she wants to buy more books. So that's where we're at. But she got some books. She got some LOL Surprise dolls, which are these weird little wrapped blind mystery balls that you unwrap, and there's a little weird doll in it and some accessories for it. And she had some little fuzzy animals. They're very strange, but I don't know, they're really fun to open because I like to open those mystery pack things. I gotta finish this up. She got this really cool, like David was so excited. He picked her out this like little crane game thing. It's super cheaply made, and I'm afraid it's gonna fall apart when you just look at it wrong. But so far, it's held up the 3 days. Hoping it lasts at least a week or so. But you know, it's this little crane game, and yeah, it plays obnoxious music. But it's got the little claw that goes around and picks up these eggs, and there's these little squishy figurines in there. So, but they love that. They've been playing with that. So, it was super cute. It was just super cute that David picked it out for her, and he was so excited about it, and she loves it. And sorry. Yesterday she went out with her godmother, which is my best friend, and she took her out to dinner, and they did some shopping, and of course she got another book and a stuffed animal. So those are her two favorite things, books and stuffed animals. So yeah, all in all, it's been a good birthday week for her. Girls on the Run is ending soon. We only have a week left, and then we have our 5K. So we have like 2 weeks left. We have a week more of lessons, and then we have our 5K, and then we have a party the following week. So the weather has been so bad. It's just been so bad. We live in Michigan, and it's just been so rainy and kind of chilly. So it's like been so bad trying to get the girls outside and running. And I mean, we've gone outside most of the season, but it's like trying to plan things, and it's just like, is it going to rain? Is it not going to rain? And then it'll rain in the morning, but it'll be fine in the afternoon. And we were supposed to have like a practice 5K yesterday, but the forecast was like 90% rain, thunderstorms. I mean, there was no way we were going to plan a 5K, but guess what? That actually ended up being really nice by 4 o'clock, and we went outside and we did our normal running routine, but we could have done the 5K. So Tuesday's the do or die 5K. You know, we're going to do it if it's nice, and if it's not nice, we're just not doing it, because the real 5K is next Sunday. So not this Sunday, but next Sunday. So there's just no point in practicing and doing a mock 5K that close to the real 5K. We're already pushing it kind of late as it is. So it's been a good season. We've had some highs and lows, but overall I've been really happy with it, and I've enjoyed coaching it, and looking forward to coaching it again next season. And that's it. So it's Mother's Day weekend. I got to figure out if I'm seeing my mom. We're not seeing Jim's mom this weekend, but we might have to try to set up something with my mom. I probably should figure that out. I do want to give her a box, but I need to put stuff in it still. Other than that, I'm looking forward to relaxing. Jim said he was taking care of all the food on Sunday, so breakfast and dinner and whatever. So I picked up some smoked salmon, so we do like to do the lox with the bagels and whatever. He's still up there. He's just hanging out on my light. So, without further ado, my camera's going to turn off in like 30 seconds anyways. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. I hope all you mothers get to have some rest and relaxation. I hope you all get to craft all the things, and I look forward to talking to you again next time. Thanks. Bye.